David Menzies for Rebel News here in Dearborn, Michigan. Well, folks, I decided since I was in the States to pop by one of those friendly neighborhood Target stores. I have to do that in the United States because, well, as you know, several years ago, Target expanded into Canada, buying Zellers. Turned out to be a logistical disaster, and they beat a hasty retreat from the Canadian market. And of course, what brings me here is the most recent Transanity controversy, namely, much like Bud Light, there is an ongoing boycott of Target as well. Why? Well, it has to do with their pride displays, their pride merchandise. Perhaps the most egregious thing is a bathing suit for trans women or trans girls. That would be a male pretending to be a female, and there is a special pocket, for the wedding tackle, to put it politely, so that it doesn't protrude. This has led to people actually pushing down pride displays at Target stores. Some employees have been verbally abused. That's not right. Even though the merchandise might be offensive, no one should act in such a fashion. And according to reports, many of the stores have taken down the pride displays, or they've relegated it to the back of the bus or the back of the store, as the case may be. Well, folks, what can I tell you? This was a bit of a surprise. I saw a lot of media coverage, U.S. media coverage, about Target's pride-themed merchandise either being mothballed or put at the back of the store. But I can tell you that is not the case here at this Detroit area Target. There is pride merchandise galore. In fact, it is the first display you encounter when you come into the department store. And let's see, we've got LED pride string lights, queer tarot cards, all kinds of apparel. And I gotta tell you, I think this is the most disturbing piece. It is a skirt, a tutu, if you will, for toddlers, pride themed. Again, it's all about age appropriateness, isn't it? I mean, there's other sizes too for older kids and teens, but why is this, radical transgender agenda being pressed on young people? Why can't we wait until somebody reaches the age of majority before they put on a pride-themed tutu, as opposed to having one for an infant? I think this is despicable. But I am continuing to look in the pride section for the Moby Dick, if you pardon the pun, that is, piece of merchandise. That is for the trans woman people, a swimsuit where one can hide his wedding tackle, because the idea of having a penis, that kind of gets into the narrative of not being a real woman, as real women do not have penises. So I haven't seen that yet. Maybe it's in the swim section, but for now, this store is selling its pride merchandise galore. Well, I shouldn't say selling. It's on display. I've been in the store for almost an hour. I have not seen a single person come to this section. I haven't seen one piece of pride merchandise purchased. So, and I gotta tell you, the shelves look fairly stocked, whether it's pride-themed sandals or shirts or dresses or tutus for infants. So, is this really a winner in terms of sales? I don't see it. Well, folks, here I am in the swimwear department. Not much of a walk. I so far just see regular swimwear, but I'll see if I can find that very offensive trans woman bikini or swimsuit, whatever it is. Bear with me. There's a boycott of Target going on.
What?
Oh, you didn't hear about this?
No! I'm on
yeah.
camera, baby!
Yeah. They've lost something like over $10 billion in stock value because of the decision to sell Pride merchandise. What do you think about that, sir?
So why are they mad that they're selling Pride merchandise?
Well, I guess people, maybe there's a feeling that this agenda is being shoved down their throats. I mean, you've heard of the Bud Light situation, right?
No, I have not heard of the Bud Light situation.
Oh my goodness! Well, Dylan Mulvaney, he's a fake woman that was promoting Bud Light, and there's a huge boycott there. That's a $16.5 billion stock loss for Anheuser-Busch. But you know, and one of the contentious issues, sir, is they were selling bathing suits for people, including kids, where if you were a boy pretending to be a girl, there's a special pocket where you can hide your private parts, so to speak. Well, there you have it, folks. This particular Dearborn Target, it is still selling the Pride merchandise. Although I didn't see anyone buying anything. In fact, that section was deserted of consumers, and far from being moved to the back of the store, it was the very first display that you see. So I guess this is, I don't know, a regional thing in the United States, whether or not Pride is proudly sold or whether it is verboten. As you saw, I could not find that piece of merchandise that has caused so much controversy. That would be the bathing suit with the, what do we call it, a penis pocket, I suppose. That looks like it's either sold out or has been removed from the shelves. But really, didn't Target learn anything from Anheuser-Busch? Bud Light has lost more than $16 billion in share value. Likewise, Target has lost more than $10 billion in share value thanks to the ongoing boycott. It's sad in a way. I mean, when Target expanded into Canada by buying Zellers, it was a very ill-fated attempt in the Canadian market. I don't know why. They just couldn't get the logistics right. But that was a $5.4 billion markdown. What's happening now with the Pride merchandise, that's more than double the losses. So, well, I guess they know what they're doing, or do they? And we'll see how this boycott plays out. We'll see if this is indeed another example of go woke, get broke. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Well, folks, I know you love us to bring you the other side of the story here at Rebel News, but we count on you. We don't receive any federal funding, nor would we take it if offered. So if you can, please go to rebelfieldreports.com. That's rebelfieldreports.com. And if you can make any donation, no matter how small, that would be greatly appreciated.